Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is based on rationalization, as my previous video was also based on this topic. Kindly watch that. In that video we learned how to rationalize the denominator. In this video we will learn how to simplify the given questions. When irrational numbers are given, how to simplify them. So in these type of questions we will use the properties of rationalization. Okay, so let's see how. Like the first question here is cube root of 4 multiplied by cube root of 16. It is given 3. 3 means cube root. Okay, when only root is given, that means square root. So we will not mention 2 for that. Okay, and it can be any number. So we will use the property. Suppose take the number n root a multiplied by n root b, it will be equal to, n will remain same, root of a b. Means whenever in any question these type of rational numbers are given, then we can use this property, we can use this identity. We will write n outside, n can be any number, and we will put the root and we will write ab together, or a multiplied by b. Or whenever the question is given in this form, then we can write in this form also. So I am using this symbol. This is correct. We can use the like this and like this also. Okay, vice versa is also correct. Now let's apply this property here. It is 3. I am writing here. Now root 4 multiplied by 16. Okay. We are doing in place of n root a multiplied by n root b, we are using n root a b. Now we can write it like this. 4 and to 16 we can write 4 into 4. Okay. This means now 4 is coming 3 times. What is it? This will be the cube root of 4. So answer will be 4. Or how we get 4? There is one more method. Here you can see that I am just doing it here. Let's write here 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4. Okay, write 3 as it is. Put this symbol. Now 4. How many times 4 is coming? 3 times. So write 4 raised to the power 3. Or if you will remove this root, how can we write? This will be 4 raised to the power 3 multiplied by 1 by 3. Okay. When it is, wherever 2 is given here, that means 1 by 2. 3 is to 1 by 3. By 3 we can cancel this 3. We will get 4 raised to the power 1 or simply 4. Understood? So we can write the answer directly, and this is the way how we find 4 here. Okay. We will do some more questions, then you will understand. Now, come to the next question. It is 4 root 1250 upon 4 root 2. So, which property we will use here? We will use the property, I am writing here, see, n root a upon n root b, we can write it as n will be as it is, put the root, and now we will put both the numbers under this, inside this root. So n root a upon b. We will use this property. So same as we did in this, we can write whenever the question is given in this form, then we can write in this form. And suppose in the question it is already given in this form, so we can use this one. So vice versa is also correct. I am using this symbol, both the sides, this symbol. Okay, this is, we can write by both the ways. Now, let's do it. Write 4 as it is outside. Put the root. This is 1250 upon 2. Okay. To rationalize this, first we will do factorization of 1250. Okay. So, let's do it. Write 4 as it is outside. Put this symbol. So, this we can write as 5 into 5, 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125, 125 5 is 625 and 625 multiplied by 2 we will get 1250. Now divided by 2. Okay, by this 2 we can cancel this 2. So what we will get inside? 4 root 5 is coming 4 times. 5 raised to the power 4. So just simplify it. Okay, 5 raised to the power 4. Remove this root from here. We can write 1 by 4. By this 4 we can cancel this and we will get 5 raised to the power 1. That is 5. So our answer will be 5. We have rationalized this. Okay. Now come to the third question. It is 11 plus root 11 and 11 minus root 11. So which property we can use here? This is a plus b, a minus b. So a plus b multiplied by a minus b, this will be equal to a square minus b square. Okay, or a square minus b square will be equal to a plus b, a minus b. Now we can do like this is, we can consider this as a and this as b. Now a square means 11 square minus, put the symbol of minus, root 11 square. So a square minus b square. Now solve it. 11 square, square of 11 will be 121 minus root 11 square will be 11. Now subtract 11 from this, we will get 0, 1, 1. So our answer will be 110. After simplification we got the answer 110. Now come to the next one. Similarly, a plus b, a minus b. So we will follow this. A square minus b square. So what is a here? 5. 5 square minus root 7 square. What will be 5 square? It will be 25. And what will be root 7 square? Root 7 into root 7, it will be equal to 7. Okay. Now subtract 7 from 25, we will get 18. Answer will be 18. Now come to the next question. It is root 3 plus root 7 whole square. So what will we do? We will use this a plus b whole square, that is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, we will use this identity here. So what is a? Consider this as a and root 7 as b. So a square means root 3 square plus root 7 square plus 2a is this and b is root 7. Okay, now what will we get? I am writing the answer here. Just a minute. See, what will we get? Root 3 square will be 3 plus root 7 square will be 7 plus 2 root 3 multiplied by root 7. What will we get? Root 21. Root 21. Now just write here. 3 plus 7, we will get 10 plus 2 root 21. So this will be our answer. Okay. Now come to the next question. Root 5 minus root 3 whole square. So now we will use a minus b whole square, that is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. Always remember, whenever it is plus, we will use plus 2ab. Whenever it is minus, we will use minus 2ab. Now let's solve this question. Root 5 square plus root 3 square, okay, minus 2a and b is root 3. Now let's solve it. root 5 square will be 5 plus root 3 square will be 3 minus 2. We can multiply this. This is again root a multiplied by root b like this. So we can multiply a and b and we will put this symbol of root and we multiply 5 and 3. We will get 15. Okay, so the answer will be 5 plus 3 8 minus 2 root 15. Okay, so by this way, whenever the question of simplification will be given, just first recognize that which identity we will use, which property we will use. Always we will use these formulas. Okay, so just remember this, practice this, and if you understood this concept, then please like this video and share this video. And subscribe to my channel for more videos, and also press the bell icon to get the notification of my latest videos. See you in my next videos. Till then, goodbye. Take care. Thanks for watching.